Hey guys, Merry Christmas! It's December and I cannot believe it. So I've actually been away for the last fortnight and I've been in a place down at my partner's farm which doesn't have much internet or Wi-Fi service, and so I've been offline for a couple of weeks and it's been absolutely amazing. But what's happened in that process is that I've lost momentum with my business, and I knew that was going to happen, but I could also do a few things in between that were helping me to stay a little bit active while I was away without me having to do too much to do that. So I wanted to talk about how we can, create or keep momentum in our business while we're on the Christmas holidays. We all know in Australia that our holidays can go for 7 weeks if we have kids. They're off school for 6 or 7 weeks, which means that we want to put a lot of our time into our families, and our home-based business does get left behind. And we also want to celebrate and enjoy our holidays with our friends and family, and especially over that between that Christmas Day up until just over New Year's. So I just wanted to share a few things of how you can keep that momentum while on holidays, and while you're you don't even have to be online yourself, because there are ways that you can do different things that keep you looking active without you actually doing it at that time, in that present moment. So, hey Hayley, how's it going? So I just firstly wanted to talk about, people actually have more time to look at their social media platforms when they're on holiday. So don't be out there thinking that you're going to stop your home-based business or stop working if you're in the network marketing industry or direct sales, all that sort of stuff. Don't go out there and think you're going to stop and have a holiday like everyone else, because that's when you will lose momentum, and that's when people will forget about you. This is an industry where you need to be seen all the time for people to remember you, especially if you're an online entrepreneur. So, you need to get out there and start scheduling. So scheduling is one of those big things that you can do. And I use Hootsuite, but you can also use ones like Post Planner. So, if you're doing a blog, or if you're someone who does videos, or you're always on social media at certain times every single day and you post at certain times, why not go and schedule that? If you're not doing that already, go and schedule it. And just think about, we've got, say, around 4 weeks that you could do that up until the end of the New Year's holidays. So sort of that first week in January, you could be scheduling posts between now and mid-January, so you can have that extra free time. Obviously that's a lot of work to start with, so this week you may have to do a lot of work and put your bum down, or head down, bum up, and go out there and schedule everything. But that's the beauty of it, because then you can go and sit back and actually enjoy and have a holiday, and you're still going to be seen out there. So obviously Facebook live videos won't be a part of that, because they are live, so that's something that you would have to do separately. But if you have a blog, just say you have a blog, and you can actually schedule your blogs for when they go out, and you can do that. So why not do, say, 4 to 6 blogs or 6 to 8 blogs in one big hit? And there's a little secret with that. You could change the way your hair looks. You could change the shirt that you're wearing, or get yourself a different backdrop, and all that sort of stuff. Go and do, say, 6 to 8 videos, punch them out all in the one day, but make them look different with different backgrounds and different, clothes and all that sort of stuff, which means that, it doesn't look like that you've just done them all one after the other. And obviously you want to provide good value, so make sure you have 6 or 8 really good really good content that you can use within those blog posts, and then schedule them so they go out on different days within your social media platforms that you use. So for me, I use Facebook and Instagram a lot, so I would schedule them for that through Hootsuite. Another good thing is to have a look at what you're already posting and see if others are doing the same. There's a lot of people in home-based business and in network marketing and all that sort of stuff that do a lot of the same content creation, because it does attract people to us. So try and think of some things that are out of the box, but they're still creating value. They could be fun Christmas things, or you can even really go out there and do some more lifestyle videos or more lifestyle blog posts. And people are still going to love that because they're going to get to know you more. And by doing that, you know, they're still seeing your face every single day, even though you might not be on a live video or you might not be doing these posts live straight away, but they're still seeing your face. So who do you think that they're going to remember when they want to get back into their own home-based business after the Christmas season? Who do you think that person is that they're going to remember straight away? It's going to be you if they're seeing your face still online over that whole Christmas break. So this is why it's really good to keep yourself active and keep your momentum going. And don't get to that point where you just think, oh, it's Christmas, I'm going to have fun with my family and friends and I'm going to be offline for the next 4 weeks. It's just, you're just going to have to start all over again like I have. Even though I've only been away for 2 weeks, I still have to start and create all of this all over again for people to recognize and know me again, because I've been like 2 weeks to a lot of people is a long time. So they don't remember me because they don't know me well enough to want to remember me. You know what I mean? So that's why we have to really make sure that people are seeing us every single day or every second day and consistently. Doesn't matter what you do, whether it's every day or every second day or 3 times a week, as long as you're consistent and they're seeing you consistently on those same days, people will remember you, I promise. So the other good thing is to, you know, if you've got people that you're speaking to now, prospects and clients and all that sort of stuff, and they're, you know, they're just not ready to sign up for anything, or they don't have the money because they're buying Christmas presents and all that sort of stuff, that is totally fine. And all you have to do is then make sure you follow up with them after the silly season is over. So go and get yourself a really beautiful wall planner or a nice journal, a new 2017 journal. I know I've found a really amazing one that I'm going to be using. It's got a beautiful business planner, it's got a lifestyle planner, and it's got a diary and a wall planner and all that sort of stuff. So I may actually do another video on that because the whole lot is going to be amazing, and I can really use it to keep my business on track and to keep that momentum going in my business. So, you know, go and get yourself something like that, a wall planner or a diary or something, and start scheduling in your follow-up calls for mid-January. Why not do that? You know, people are, because they're saying no now, it doesn't mean no forever. They're just not ready because it is Christmas time and they're spending money on their family and on Christmas presents and on, you know, things that they need over the school holidays and all that sort of stuff. So you don't have to think that it's going to be just a no because it's a no in December. December is one of the hardest months to build your business. There are people out there who will still spend money, I'm sure, and I have seen that. But it's just, you know, don't let them out of your head. So make sure you're scheduling them in onto a diary or a wall planner or something like that. And don't stop prospecting. You know, don't think that you, just because you have to slow down because it is the silly season and you want to spend more time with family, doesn't mean you shouldn't be losing the process of prospecting people or of talking to people and making new friends. Sometimes the best time to make new friends is Christmas time, because you go to barbecues and you go to parties and you go to work dinners and all that sort of stuff, and you're talking to people that you wouldn't usually talk to. And when the drinks start flying and there's celebrations going on, people will tell you their whole life, so you can find out everything about them and find out if they have a pain and all that sort of stuff, and you know that you can help them. There's many companies out there that can help people in massive ways, and if you're one of those companies and you really do want to help people genuinely, they will see that. And that's sometimes the Christmas break is the best time to really talk to those people, because they do have time to talk to you because they're not in that daily rush of everyday life like they are through the rest of the year. And if they're at barbecues and parties, it's even better, because with, like I said, with a few drinks under your belt, everyone starts to talk about everything within their lives, and it makes it a lot easier to talk to them. So I hope you all got value from that. You can go onto my janelleemma.com Facebook group, or you can go on to my website, janelleemma.com website, and my Janelle Emma Facebook page, and I will be on there hopefully over the next few weeks until I'm actually going away again in a couple of weeks time, but I will have internet service this time, so I will definitely be keeping up with my momentum and keeping my business going and definitely not just sitting back and looking at what everyone else is doing. I want people to know that I'm still out there and they can still reach out to me and still learn from me, and I want to be providing value over the silly season. So you may see a few different funny hats, you may see some different things that I do and lifestyle things that I'll be doing because I will be on holidays. So I hope to see you all then, and I thank you all for listening in.